So after this morning, a lovely hemorrhoid decided to peer its head. And it's pretty bad down there, but my thought is things get worse before they get better, right? It's just the body. Like, that's why people have like gross detox symptoms, is because the body's literally like forcing this stuff out. So that's been interesting. I haven't really had any like sinus issues for the rest of the day. So that's super awesome. Whatever it is might be totally gone for all I know. Like, talk about how quick you can knock out colds with fruits and veggies. But I did break down. And when I was at the grocery store, I bought a bag of popcorn, but I bought a really good brand where the ingredients were literally popcorn, olive oil, Himalayan salt. But like, this salt was so overpowering because I haven't had salt in a few days. It like made my lips just like, who needs Botox when you eat salt after cutting it out for a few days? Because my lips were just like bleh, like puffy. Like, it was not fun, actually. I did not enjoy it. As much as I thought I was going to totally enjoy that popcorn, and as much as I ate of it, the salt aspect of it was just too much. If there was popcorn and just olive oil, that would have been awesome. But honestly, I was eating something out of a bag that was processed. So I could have been reacting to not just the salt, but something else from the processed food. One cool thing though is, and anyone with piercings understands this. So sometimes, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but like, your belly button might get this like kind of weird smell that doesn't smell good. And like, the first time I came across that, it was like decade and a half ago or something. And I was telling my sister, like, my belly button smells funky. I don't know what it is. And she's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. You get that in like pierced holes too, that funky smell. And I hadn't really like dealt with that other than my belly button until I got a nose ring. And sometimes if I like close this nostril, I could just smell what was coming through the hole. And it was that same funky smell from the belly button, right? And all that is I guess a type of bacteria that presents itself, I guess, when you're not eating well. But I've noticed just in the last couple days, like, because I was just kind of like, oh, I wonder if my nose ring smells, and not the ring, but the hole, right? And it doesn't smell at all, which is wild, because that means that particular bacteria that causes that cleans up really, really fast, because it's really only been a couple days. So that's super cool. So if you're experiencing funky belly button smell or pierced hole smell, and I not everyone hangs out with, people who are like tattooed and pierced, but I've definitely had that, like, smelled it from other people, like, especially when people have like I don't know, like gauged holes or whatever, you can kind of smell sometimes. It's funky. So that's super cool that like just a couple days of fruits and veggies cleared that up. But honestly, when I bought the popcorn, I was like, well, it is corn, right? And it's just olive oil. And the only thing I'm like breaking is the salt, which, like, as I already said, was like over the top salty. But I really jumped on because I am craving sugar right now. Like, I am so staring at this little tiny bag of little leftover candy bars from Halloween, right? Just like, I could totally sneak a Baby Ruth, it's fine, but I'm not going to. But it just made me think, like, wow, I'm really craving sugar. Like, I haven't had the sugar craving in the last couple days, and that might be the pills I'm taking, but I'm craving it right now. But it also might be the salt from the popcorn that I'm craving the sugar with, because when you're overloaded with like salt, at least for me, I tend to try and like balance it out with sugar. So that's honestly probably what's going on. I did eat almost an entire container of blackberries when I came home that were like perfect. Sometimes when you buy berries, it's super sweet goodness, and sometimes when you buy berries, it's just sour, and you're like, oh, well, these blackberries were perfect. But yeah, now I'm just like kind of like all I'm thinking about is that Baby Ruth. And I don't even like Baby Ruth that much. Like I used to like them, but they're just so like chemical laden these days that I don't even like them anymore. But right now I'm craving it. So, yeah, that's my story. This is another thing I did. I bought a bunch of Laura bars because they were on sale for 10 for $10. And Laura bars are, if you're going to buy any bar wrapped in plastic, that's the best because they are literally Whole Foods. Like they are, as far as I know, the only whole food snack bar on the market. So I did buy some, and I was thinking just now, literally thinking like maybe I could have one of those and it'll tide me over. It did say don't do nuts or dried fruits, and that's literally what is in the Laura bars, because they come in all sorts of different flavors. But I'm really thinking like maybe. I even made some more mushroom tea thinking that that was going to help, which it is a little bit, but I'm still craving the sugar. So I think I'm actually going to go get a Lara bar right now. They're amazing. And if you're wondering what the heck a Lara bar is, because it's like Lara. Let's see. Lara. They are these. Oops, light. And like I said, they come in all sorts of different flavors. I did buy some for me, some for my son, because he loves these too. But yeah, Lara bar. They're amazing. 15 years ago, almost, no, more than 15 years ago. Oh, God, I'm getting old. I did a like energy bar taste test where I tried every single energy bar on the market to decide which were the best ones. And at that time, Luna bars were the best. But then Lara bar came out on the market, and that has since become my favorite. So can't wait. I'm going to go dig into it. And my son is eating popcorn with a snow mitt. Don't do it because the oils will get on the mitten and then it's not going to work as well, babe. Thank you. Just use your regular hands. He's like dipping a mitten, like. Sorry. Anyways, that's all. I'm going to go deal with my sugar craving. But it's almost nighttime. I was honestly thinking like, it's almost night. I can like just take my pills and go to bed. I still have a cauliflower. I still have a cabbage. I still have some broccoli. I bought some beets today because they were on super sale with the greens. The beets are like this big, and the greens are like this long. So, I'm going to learn how to eat beet greens because normally I don't know what I was doing before with them. I think I was like freezing them thinking I was going to do a soup and never did. But beets are, again, I'm thinking sauteed up with butter, yum, yum. And I'm like, no butter, just olive oil. and then I'm like, and a little salt, no salt, just olive oil. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm only on day 3. I still have 4 more days to go. It is Tuesday. I still have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday to go. So I got plenty of time to eat my veggies. All right. Bye.